Oh, one final thing. Tim's book is out this week, so be sure to go and get it. That's for sure. All right, my friends, he's the NBA's Iron Man. AC Green holds the all-time record, playing in nearly 1,200 straight games. It all began during the 86-87 season as AC helped lead the Lakers to the first of back-to-back championships. AC left the team, but returned for one more title run, this time alongside Kobe and Shaq. And recently, I caught up with him for this week's edition of Legends.
Legends, sponsored by CallJacob.com.
You know, a lot of people, when they talk about you, they describe you in many ways. But one of the things that keeps popping up is they call AC Green a legend. How do you feel when people call you a legend?
I can hear so many of my teammates' voices right this very second, and a resounding ode. That's what I would hear them say. But me personally, I feel appreciated when I hear that.
Because you gave to this organization in so many ways. You sacrificed your own personal game for the betterment of the team.
To me, that's ultimately, what a team player is all about, Jim, is one who's willing to do that. You put team first, and it hopefully you'll get the good results. And I was very fortunate enough for a number of years to be able to receive just that.
They teased you a lot, didn't they?
Oh, man, did they ever. Oh, my gosh, Jim. Yeah, they really did because, they just didn't know what the heck they was going to be getting. And I honestly didn't know either. I was trying to prove myself to myself, first and foremost. And so it was fun. It really honestly was. And I wouldn't have changed a day of it.
Was there a moment or a game when you knew they had accepted you into this fraternity of this brotherhood?
I remember during training camp especially, I remember it was about 4 guys who blocked one of my shots. And one, they were proving a point, making a statement to the rookie, okay? But the fact that I got up off the floor, because they didn't only block it, they took me out, all right? But I got up off the floor, and within, I would say, 90 seconds, I came right back at them again, even harder the next time. And I think that was the time where they said, all right, you know what? This dude's gonna be all right. We might need to lighten up on him.
I'd like you to talk about how it was that this group of legends that you played with, you being one of them, how you were able to get along with all the egos and win as much as you did.
People understood that it was about the team. It was about the team first, and whatever it was going to take for the team to have the best, be in the best position, best foot forward, that's all that really mattered. And so we sort of was able to see the leaders, those veterans, those Hall of Fame players, those legends, lead by example. And it started with Dr. Jerry Buss to, obviously Pat Riley, Jerry West, and you just go down the list of people who played their roles to make that happen.
And of course, you passed that philosophy on to those that came behind you. How did you pass that on to those young men that came after you, AC?
I was very fortunate and blessed to come into an organization that knew its identity. They knew who they were, okay? And so knowing you go in and you see people and leaders go out and bust their behind and practice, it made it pretty easy. One, they held you accountable and you felt the responsibility. And so then you were able to pass that on because you only knew at that level of work and commitment. And so when I did get a chance to play and go around and see guys that were coming on beside me and that was coming behind me, and then as that torch was getting passed on, and I reflect even coming and being in that first era of the Shaq and Kobe era of the Lakers, and it was just pretty phenomenal to see young guys trying to find their way, and it just took me right back once again to Showtime.
When you put your head on the pillow at night, you got to sleep really good knowing that you have made a major contribution not only to this sport, but to your fellow mankind, because you have done so much for the community here in LA.
I'm very appreciative and I'm very happy for those opportunities that we've had. Even last week, Jim, we honestly just gave out over 20,000 toys, which through coming out of a pandemic and money being tight, bread being short, people trying to find, making, as we say, ends meet. Everybody still wants to make sure their kids have a smile on their face and they are able to take care of and enjoy a birthday or a celebration of whatever sort it might be. I'm really focused on just trying to make sure that next generation is ready for when the shot's there, they're going to take it and they're going to make it.
Talk about a role model. There's another one.
Just one of the nicest persons I've ever met. I do South Bay Laker games, G League games with AC, and it just always just shows up, takes a picture with every single person that talks to him. The nicest man, and was an unsung hero of those Laker teams because he would do the dirty work.
Yeah. Do you know that AC is really his? Because I said, AC, come on now, you can tell me. What does AC mean? He says, that's it, AC.
That's it?
That's it.
No, nothing else?
That's what he told me.
See, that's it. Always learning something new here.
But I just figured out what AC should stand for in his case.
What?
Another championship. That's what it is.
Thanks for watching Legends on SportsCentral. The law offices of Jacob Emrani are proud to support the team who built the basketball dynasty here in Los Angeles. The legendary team at calljacob.com are here for you 24/7.